Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. I am Amanda Sarai and I am so excited to discuss planetary vortexes in today's video. So I'm going to keep this one short and sweet because I am actually on my way to another energetic vortex today. I am going to head off to the airport shortly after this. So what is a planetary vortex? So vortexes are essentially high energy spots around the world. Many of them you would be familiar with, and I'll share a list of the commonly known ones, but in truth, they do exist all over the world, and not all of them are as potent as some of these more well-known ones, but these energy spots, these high energy spots, sometimes relate to the ley lines, Earth's veins, her nervous system, some people would refer to it, and it's the energetic grid of the Earth where the lines intersect. It creates these really powerful vortex spots. So you can experience a whole slew of different feelings, sensations, energies when you go to these spots. Some of them, the energy is rising up from the Earth, some of them is entering the Earth, but at these spots, the veil is essentially thinner. And you are in a space, in an energetic space, where you have more potential and capacity to access other realms and dimensions energetically. So you may experience interesting synchronicities, you may experience knowings coming in, powerful intuition, you may experience powerful meditation in these spots. It may feel like a very beautiful, light, flowy energy, like you just feel light and free and in the flow, experiencing a lot of synchronicities around you. This is a common thing to experience. And on the flip side, you can also experience a lot of deep healing at many of these energy vortexes. So things are being moved within you, and they are often being forced to come up to the surface. And force isn't necessarily the appropriate word, although sometimes it can be intense. My time in Tulum was deeply healing, and that is it is one of the powerful energy vortexes on the planet, and I was called to go there for a significant chunk of time. In total, nearly a year of my life I spent there, and there was a whole ton of healing happening. Of course, my Chiron Wounded Healer line goes right near there too, so it was like a double whammy. But these energetic vortexes may call you as well. If you have felt called to particular places on the planet, it's very likely that the energy itself is calling you to activate something within you. It could be soul codes of remembrance from past lives. It could be soul code activations of the gifts that you carry in your DNA blueprint, because this energetic vortex creates this opening. Again, it's the opening of the veil, but it creates an opening within you as well, so that you can more easily receive the intuitions, the knowings, the activations, so that you can receive the healing energy too. So a lot of what happens in the healing process is a clearing out. So the energy assists the clearing out of our field of all that would block us from being in alignment with our soul's truth, with accessing and activating our gifts, our highest potential, of aligning most deeply with our soul and higher self. So if you're feeling the call, absolutely trust that, absolutely follow it. And some of us are also grid workers, so we're called to these particular places for, multiple different reasons, and it's the multidimensionality, right? There's often multiple reasons that we're called to particular places, or that we have particular experiences in our life. There's so many layers. So What are some of the vortexes? So I mentioned Tulum already. Sedona in the United States is probably one of the most well-known here. I went there last year, and there are 4 different powerful vortexes within Sedona. 4 main ones. And then there's a whole bunch beyond that. The whole region is considered to be a vortex itself, but there are specific energy vortexes within Sedona itself. And there are 4 main vortexes that people can really feel a sensation there, like Cathedral Rock and Bell Rock, if you're familiar. So Stonehenge in England is another, the Great Pyramid in Egypt, Machu Picchu in Peru, Bali, I mentioned Tulum. There's Ibiza off the coast of Spain, and it's technically Es Vedra, the rock off the coast of Ibiza itself. There's this really, really powerful energetic vortex there. And what else? There's so many. Mount Shasta, of course. I wrote down a few just to like jot off to jog my memory. Mount Shasta in California, which is also considered to be the root chakra of the planet. The Great Pyramid is the throat chakra. Stonehenge is the heart chakra, and the third eye is close to there. It kind of floats around. So there's a lot of different aspects to it. Machu Picchu is actually the sacral chakra. So a lot of these more well-known energetic vortexes are also considered to be the chakras of the planet. Uluru in Australia, Ayers Rock, I believe it's also known as, is also an energetic vortex, and the solar plexus chakra. So it's really, really amazing and fascinating to really lean into this and then feel it once you're there. And I will also say that you don't need to go to all of these incredible places to be able to experience vortex energy. Go out in nature. All of these places, what they have in common, they're all over the world, but what they do have in common is beautiful nature. You might even see twisted trees at some of them. I saw some tree trunks in Sedona that were just fully twisted. So that's a sign there's a vortex. But beyond that, you will just feel it energetically, that there's something special about that place. Sometimes walking through a forest, you might feel that there's some kind of portal, or the veil is thin, that you're seeing, I don't know, fairies or something, but it's more just an energetic essence that you can feel that there is something different about the energy in that particular place. So nature is our greatest access point to our deepest truth. Trees, connect with trees, sit next to them, they connect us above and below. So that is a beautiful way to connect with that vortex energy, even if you're not in the position right now to be able to travel to any of these more well-known ones. So yeah, there's a few on my list that I haven't gone to. I also believe that I believe that because I am a grid worker, I have been called to actually go to many of these spots. Not all of them. Haven't been to Australia yet, haven't been to Bali yet, but I spent a chunk of time in Tulum, and I've been to Lourdes in south of France as well as another one. They're all over the place, truly. Cathedrals are built on them as well. Many of the old cathedrals, going way back, they knew about these energetic spots. So I'm gonna leave it a surprise where I'm traveling to, because this is a not so well-known one, and I'm gonna feel into it when I'm there, because this is something that is very recently on my radar. I was like, what? I can promise you almost no one would guess where I'm going, and if you do, I will have a special prize for anyone who guesses where I might be going. So stay tuned, and I will be sharing more about what I learn and what I am learning and tuning into about this vortex, because it's quite fascinating what I have learned about it. And I'm like, oh, that's why, of course. And let's see what's there. So I'm sending you lots of love, onward and upward, and love and light. I will see you soon. And if you want to create more vortex energy in your life, this is all about embodiment. So I'll drop a couple resources below. Onward and upward and love and light. Sending you so much love. See you soon. And and of course, I so appreciate the likes, subscribes, comments. So yes, stay tuned, and I'll see you soon.